भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। तो कभी अंदर ठंड रहेगी या नहीं तो दरवाज़ा खोल देना चाहिए, नहीं तो एसी ऑन है क्या? एसी ऑन है। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट। टुडे इज आज हम लोग प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ पढ़ने का जो महत्व है, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ रीडिंग श्रील प्रभुपाद बुक्स इज द टॉपिक टुडे। बीच बीच में आपको थोड़ा हिंदी।
आज हम श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के जो ग्रंथ हैं उनके अध्ययन, उनके पढ़ने के महत्व के विषय में सुनेंगे।
तो मैंने चैतन्य चरितामृत से एक श्लोक को चुना। श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला चैप्टर 20 टेक्स्ट नंबर 122।
मध्य लीला अध्याय 20 श्लोक संख्या 122।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। आप लोग के पास, सबके पास डिवाइस है ना? माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही सत कृष्ण ज्ञान, जीवेर कृपाई कोइला कृष्ण वेद पुराण। माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही सत कृष्ण ज्ञान, जीवेर कृपाई कोइला कृष्ण वेद पुराण। माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही सत कृष्ण ज्ञान, जीवेर कृपाई कोइला कृष्ण वेद पुराण। One, two, can repeat?
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण।
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण।
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण।
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
जीवेर कृपा कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण।
माया मुक्त जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
माया मुग्ध जीवेर नाही स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान,
जीवेर कृपा कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण,
जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण।
ओके, हरे कृष्णा। इधर तो अंग्रेजी में है, मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ अंग्रेजी में, ठीक है? आवाज़ नहीं आ रहा? क्लियर? ठीक है। Translation: The conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort. But out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and its supplements, the Puranas. Hindi? Okay? Purport. A conditioned soul is bewildered by the Lord's illusory energy, Maya. Maya's business is to keep the conditioned soul forgetful of his real relationship with Krishna. Thus, the living entity forgets his real identity as spirit soul, Brahman, and instead of realizing his factual position, thinks himself the product of material energy. According to Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.5, Jasya samahita jiva atmanam trigunaatmakam paraopi manute anartham tat kritam chavi paddate. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product and thus undergoes the reactions of material miseries. This is a description of Maya's action upon the conditioned soul. Thinking himself a product of the material energy, the conditioned soul engages in the service of the material energy in so many ways. He becomes the servant of lust, anger, greed, and envy. In this way, one totally becomes a servant of the illusory energy. Later, the bewildered soul becomes a servant of mental speculation, but in any case, he is simply covered by the illusory energy. Out of his causeless mercy and compassion, Krishna has compiled various Vedic literatures in his incarnation as Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is a Shaktavesh avatar of Lord Krishna. He has very kindly presented these literatures to awaken the conditioned soul to his senses. Unfortunately, at the present moment, the conditioned souls are guided by the demons who do not care to read the Vedic literatures. Although there is an immense treasure house of knowledge, people are engaged in reading useless literature that will give them no information on how to get out of the clutches of Maya. The purpose of the Vedic literature is explained in the following verses. Mukham karati vāchalam pungul langhayate giring jatkripa tamaham vande Sri Gurung Dinatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत सारे ब्रह्मचारी कितने संख्या में आए अभी तक कितने हैं इधर? 300 प्लस. वेरी गुड. कली युग में ब्रह्मचारी बनना बहुत मुश्किल, टिका रहना उससे ज़्यादा भी मुश्किल, और शांति से और आनंद से टिका रहना और भी बहुत मुश्किल. तो आपको देख के तो अच्छा लग रहा है, आप लोग आनंद में हैं. वेरी गुड साइन. तो प्रभुपाद जी ISKCON चालू करने से पहले श्रीमद् भागवतम का कमेंट्री अंग्रेजी में लिखे चला गया. हरे कृष्ण. नहीं होगा. बाहर नहीं आएगा ना. हरे कृष्ण. तो प्रभुपाद जी को उनके गुरु से निर्देश प्राप्त हुआ 1922 में. अभी काम कर रहा है. 2 in 1 देखते हैं. वेलकम टू मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी. मैं सोचता था ये इंडिया में होता है. मैंने लंदन में गया क्लास देने के लिए, उधर भी ऐसा हो रहा है. तो ठीक है. तो 1922 में निर्देश प्राप्त हुआ लेकिन 1965 में उन्होंने अमेरिका जाने का जो प्रिपरेशन जो था उसको कंप्लीट करके वो जलदूत जो जहाज में उसमें चले गए अमेरिका। इतना साल क्यों लगा? क्योंकि प्रभुपाद जी भागवतम का जो पहला स्कंद जब खत्म हुआ तब प्रभुपाद जी को एक कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, मैं अभी जा सकता हूँ। प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं मैंने अमेरिका नहीं गया, श्रीमद् भागवतम अमेरिका गए और मैं उनके साथ पहुंच गया अमेरिका में। तो श्रील प्रभुपाद जी जो प्रचार किए वो प्रचार का क्रेडिट पूर्ण रूप से भागवतम के दिए हैं। इससे हम लोग को पता चलता है ग्रंथ का कितना इम्पोर्टेंस है। तो मैं सुन रहा था, इसका कोई प्रमाण मैं नहीं दे सकता। एक प्रभुपाद जी का शिष्य बता रहे थे मेरे को, तो कृष्ण के साथ श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का वार्तालाप हो रहा है स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में। तो कृष्ण प्रभुपाद जी को बोल रहे आप थोड़ा उधर जाइए, आपका जाने का अभी टाइम हो गया है, बहुत ज़रूरत है आपको जाने का। तो प्रभुपाद जी ने बताया नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं उधर नहीं जाऊंगा, इट्स अ वेरी हॉरेबल प्लेस, उधर मैं नहीं जा सकता और मैं गोस्वामी जैसा पैर के नीचे नहीं रह सकता। तब कृष्ण ने बताया नहीं नहीं, इतना आपको तकलीफ नहीं करना पड़ेगा, आई विल मेक ऑल द अरेंजमेंट्स, यू जस्ट गो राइट बुक्स एंड कम बैक। तो प्रभुपाद जी इस दुनिया में जो आए उसका वन ऑफ द मेन रीजन इस ग्रंथ को इस दुनिया में प्रकट करना। तो प्रभुपाद जी भी बोलते थे मैंने ये सब ग्रंथ नहीं लिखा, कृष्ण ने लिखा है, आई जस्ट वॉज द इंस्ट्रूमेंट। प्रभुपाद खुद भी पढ़ते थे खुद का ग्रंथ। तो इसलिए हम लोगों को जानना चाहिए 3 तरीके का ज्ञान, एक्वायर्ड नॉलेज, रियलाइज्ड नॉलेज, रिवील नॉलेज। सुन के, पढ़ के, नोट्स लेके जो ज्ञान हम लोग प्राप्त करते हैं उसको कहते हैं एक्वायर्ड नॉलेज, इन्फॉर्मेशन। और अभी तो इन्फॉर्मेशन बहुत आसानी से हम लोग प्राप्त कर पाते हैं। इंटरनेट काम करेगा तो बहुत जल्दी से सब इन्फॉर्मेशन आ जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारे एक नया गुरु प्रकट हुए हैं कलियुग युग में तो उस गुरु के कारण हम लोग तुरंत सब कुछ जान जाते हैं। इसको कहते हैं इन्फॉर्मेशन, एक्वायर्ड नॉलेज। लेकिन स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज नॉट अबाउट इन्फॉर्मेशन, स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज ऑल अबाउट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। इन्फॉर्मेशन से ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं हो सकता है। तो इसीलिए ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जिंदगी में के लेके आना है तो उसको अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा। एप्लीकेशन ऑफ एक्वायर्ड नॉलेज विल लीड टू रियलाइज्ड नॉलेज। इस ज्ञान और विज्ञान कहला गया है। और जब रियलाइजेशन कंप्लीट हो जाता है 100%, तब उस ज्ञान को कहते हैं रिवील नॉलेज। रिवील नॉलेज का मतलब दिखाई पड़ता है। जैसे वाल्मीकि मुनि ने, उनको दिखाई पड़ा। रामचंद्र भगवान पे जब उस दुनिया में थे उससे पहले क्या क्या लीला हुई, अभी क्या हो रहा है और बाद में भी क्या होगा, सब कुछ उनको दिखाई पड़ा। और उसके आधार में वाल्मीकि मुनि ने रामायण लिखी। तो इसको कहते हैं रिवील नॉलेज। ब्रह्मा जी ने देखा, ब्रह्म संहिता लिख दिया। तो ये सब एग्जाम्पल है रिवील नॉलेज का। सो भक्ति वेदांत परपोर्ट इज ऑल्सो इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ रिवील नॉलेज। व्यासदेव भी देखा और देखने के बाद श्रीमद् भागवतम लिखे। इसलिए इन्फॉर्मेशन ज़रूरत है, लेकिन रियलाइजेशन उससे भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है। इसलिए प्रभुपाद जी बोलते थे स्पीक फ्रॉम योर रियलाइजेशंस। नहीं तो पैरोट जैसा बताना चालू करेंगे हम लोग तो जिंदगी में खुद का भी कोई परिवर्तन नहीं आएगा और हमारे माध्यम से समाज में भी कोई परिवर्तन नहीं आएगा। तो इसीलिए हम लोगों को खुद का जिंदगी में परिवर्तन लेके आना चाहिए। तो इसीलिए श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कौन प्रचार कर सकता है। पहला विचार। विचार का मतलब नाना शास्त्र विचार अनैक निपुण, स्क्रूटिनाइजिंग स्टडीइंग द स्क्रिप्चर्स इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप, विचार। उसके बाद आचार। आचार का मतलब प्रैक्टिस, बिकम एग्जाम्पल, लाइक आचार्य। आचार्य मीन्स हु टीचेस बाय एग्जाम्पल। एक्शन स्पीक लाउडर देन द वॉइस। इसीलिए विचार के बाद हम लोगों को अभ्यास करना चाहिए, आचार। तो विचार और आचार जो हो जाएगा उसके बाद ही बिकम्स क्वालिफाइड टू डू प्रचार। लेकिन हम लोग बहुत उत्साही है प्रचार में, मिशनरी स्पिरिट बहुत हाई है, इसलिए हम लोग उल्टा चालू करते हैं। पहले ही प्रचार, जारे देखो तारे कहो कृष्ण उपदेश, आमार आज्ञा गुरु हैया तारो, महाप्रभु ने बताया, पहले चालू कर देते हैं। लेकिन प्रभुपाद जी सिखाते हैं, श्रील भक्तिवेदांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद भी सिखाते हैं प्रचार बहुत जरूरी है, लेकिन प्रचार पहले किसको करना चाहिए? खुद को करना चाहिए। जन्म सार्थक करी करो परोपकार, लेकिन जन्म सार्थक को भूल जाते हैं हम लोग, लेकिन परोपकार में बहुत रुचि रखते हैं। तो इसलिए प्रचार करना है तो पहला स्टेप है विचार, पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगा। तो प्रभुपाद जी कितना मेहनत किए प्रचार चालू करने से पहले, उनकी जिंदगी देखिए, 11-12 साल प्रचार किए। चैतन्य महाप्रभु कितने साल प्रचार किए? 6 साल। भक्तिवेदांत सरस्वती ठाकुर भी कितना तपस्या किए, 1 बिलियन नेम्स, 70 कोटि नाम जाप करने के बाद उन्होंने मायापुर छोड़ के कलकत्ता आए, उसके बाद प्रचार चालू किया। तो इसलिए प्रचार चालू करने से पहले विचार और आचार बहुत जरूरी है। तो विचार वो टॉपिक है हम लोगों का आज। प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ रीडिंग श्रील प्रभुपाद बुक्स। तो पहले ग्रंथ क्या है वो जानना चाहिए, और प्रभुपाद जी का लिखा हुआ जो ग्रंथ वो कैसे स्पेशल है वो भी जानना चाहिए, और उसके बाद उसका इम्पोर्टेंस जानना चाहिए, और पढ़ने से हम लोगों को क्या बेनिफिट होगा, इससे हम लोगों को इंस्पिरेशन मिलेगा प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ पढ़ने का। तो जो श्लोक आज हम लोग चर्चा किए, तो इस भौतिक संसार चलता है मेटेरियल एनर्जी से, लेकिन चिन्मय जगत चलता है पराशक्ति, स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी से। पराशक्ति अपराशक्ति, मेटेरियल एनर्जी, स्पिरिचुअल एनर्जी, और बीच में हम लोग हैं मार्जिनल एनर्जी। जो बीच में रहते हैं उनका ज़्यादा दिक्कत होता है ना। इस दुनिया में 2 प्रकार के लोग बहुत आनंद में रहते हैं, जो ट्रांसेंडेंटल हो गए परमहंस, वो बहुत आनंद में रहते हैं, और उससे भी ज़्यादा आनंद में रहते हैं जो घोर तमोगुण में रहते हैं, उसको पता ही नहीं चलता है, पूरा आविष्ट रहते हैं, तो आनंद में रहते हैं। तो जो बीच में है उन लोगों का समस्या है, और जो साधक भक्त हैं उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम ज़्यादा होता है, क्योंकि इस दुनिया का आनंद का एक्सपीरियंस है और स्पिरिचुअल आनंद का नॉलेज है। तो इसीलिए हम लोग बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशन में हैं। इसीलिए प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं जितना जल्दी हो इस स्पिरिचुअल आनंद का जो नॉलेज है उसका एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, रुचि। तब क्या होगा, धीरे 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 इस भौतिक संसार, भौतिक दुनिया का जो आनंद लेने का जो आसक्ति वो खत्म हो जाएगा। तो चिन्मय शक्ति का 3 कैटेगरी बताया गया है, संबित, संधिनी, लादिनी। तो संबित शक्ति के माध्यम से हम लोग भगवान को जान पाते हैं। तो शास्त्र जो है वो भगवान की संबित शक्ति है। इसलिए भगवान को जानना है तो हम लोगों को शास्त्र पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है। तो शास्त्र क्या है? भगवान की संबित शक्ति। इसीलिए ओम नमो भागवते वासुदेवाय, इस संबित शक्ति का जो इष्ट देव है वो है वासुदेव। इसलिए व्यासदेव ओम नमो भागवते वासुदेवाय करके श्रीमद् भागवत चालू किया, क्योंकि इष्टदेव संबित शक्ति का इष्टदेव है वासुदेव। तो ये स्पिरिचुअल पार्ट हुआ। तो प्रभुपाद जी ग्रंथ लिखे क्योंकि उनके गुरुदेव बताए अंग्रेजी भाषा में कृष्ण भक्ति का प्रचार होना चाहिए। इसलिए उनको जो वैदिक टेक्स्ट है उनको ट्रांसलेशन करना पड़ा अंग्रेजी भाषा में। तो पहला जो कैंटो वो ख़त्म करने के लिए 1965 तक वेट करना पड़ा। उसके बाद बहुत जल्दी से निकल गए सब कैंटोस। तो प्रभुपाद जी जो ग्रंथ लिखे हैं वो ग्रंथ रिवील्ड नॉलेज है। हम लोग भी सोचते हैं ग्रंथ लिखना है, सेलिब्रिटी बनना है, पॉपुलर बनना है, ऑथर बनोगे तो लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जान पाएंगे। अच्छा है, लेकिन जिंदगी में परिवर्तन लेके आना है तो जो ज्ञान हम लोग प्राप्त करते हैं उनको रियलाइज करना चाहिए। जो रियलाइज्ड होते हैं उसको ही ग्रंथ लिखना चाहिए। नहीं तो ग्रंथ लिखने से कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन इस दुनिया में मिलेगा, लेकिन इस दुनिया का कोई ज़्यादा हित नहीं होने वाला है। इसलिए श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ रिवील्ड नॉलेज है। ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है। नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर कृष्ण प्रेम को प्राप्त किए महाप्रभु के माध्यम से। सो महाप्रभु अप्रकट होने के बाद नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर इस दुनिया में प्रकट हुए, लेकिन महाप्रभु बता के गए थे नरोत्तम आएगा, और नरोत्तम के लिए कृष्ण प्रेम भी रखे गए थे। किधर? पद्मा नदी के जल में कृष्ण प्रेम को रखे गए थे। तो भक्त लोग ये सुन के बहुत अनुप्राणित होते हैं और उसके साथ साथ पूछते भी हैं, महाप्रभु तो नरोत्तम के लिए कृष्ण प्रेम रखे गए पद्मा नदी के पानी में, लेकिन हमारे लिए किधर रखे गए? ये प्रश्न है ना। तो नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर को तो कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त हो गया, लेकिन हम लोगों को कैसे कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त होगा? तो श्रील प्रभुपाद जी को भेजा गया है। चैतन्य महाप्रभु उनके सेनापति भक्त श्रील प्रभुपाद को इस दुनिया में भेजे। और एक भक्त बता रहे थे, जैसे चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने कृष्ण प्रेम पद्मा नदी के पानी में रखे गए थे, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी एक कृष्ण प्रेम उनके भक्ति वेदांत पारपट में रखे गए हैं। तो उस प्रेम को प्राप्त करना है तो उस पानी के अंदर जाना पड़ेगा, है कि नहीं? तो उस पानी के अंदर जाने का मतलब ग्रंथ को पढ़ना चाहिए। सिर्फ ज्ञान देना नहीं चाहिए, आपको पढ़ना चाहिए, सबको पढ़ना चाहिए। मेरे तरफ मत देखो, लेकिन अब पढ़ो। हम लोग ग्रंथ प्रचार में बहुत रुचि रखते हैं। प्रभुपाद जी ने बताया डिस्ट्रीब्यूट बुक्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट बुक्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट बुक्स, लेकिन हम लोग नहीं पढ़ेंगे और डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे तो बुक सेलर बनेंगे, प्रचारक नहीं बनेंगे। प्रभुपाद जी ने बताया, मैं एक ग्रंथ लिखा, पहला कारण क्या है? मेरे जो स्टूडेंट लोग हैं वो पहले पढ़ेंगे। स्टडिंग प्रभुपाद बुक्स इज द प्राइम ड्यूटी। उसके बाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं भगवत गीता भागवतम, और कोई प्रश्न पूछेगा, उन्होंने बोला आप करके पता कर लीजिएगा, तो आप हम लोग कैसे प्रचारक बनेंगे? तो प्रचारक बनना है तो उस जो ग्रंथ को हम लोग दे रहे हैं लोगों को, उसके अंदर क्या है वो जानना बहुत जरूरी है। तो अंदर क्या है कैसे पता चलेगा? पढ़ना चाहिए। श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं तात्पर्य में शुद्ध भक्त का लक्षण क्या है? वो 24 घंटा भगवान का नाम लेंगे और भागवत सुनेंगे। ये शुद्ध भक्त का कार्य है। ये सुन के हम लोगों का जिंदगी में फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ जाता है। मेरा एक दोस्त बताते हैं प्रभुपाद जी ने बहुत सारी चीज़ अच्छा दिए हैं, लेकिन 2 चीज़ बहुत डिफिकल्ट दिए हैं। ये 2 घंटा 16 माला जप और 1 घंटा भागवत सुनना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, क्योंकि उस टाइम नींद आ जाता है कि नहीं। लेकिन बहुत सारे भक्त लोग बोलते हैं बहुत अच्छा दिया है, इस्कॉन में सोने का बहुत अच्छा मौका मिलता है। 6 घंटा रात में, 2 घंटा जपा के टाइम और 1 घंटा क्लास के टाइम, 9 घंटा सोने का टाइम मिल रहा है। वेलकम टू इस्कॉन। तो इसीलिए हम लोगों को जानना चाहिए, हम लोगों को पढ़ने में रुचि नहीं है, इसीलिए हम लोग सुनने के टाइम भी सोते हैं। और ये एडवाइस भी दिया जाता है, कोई नींद नहीं आ रहा है तो भागवतम लेके बैठ जाओ, देखना कैसे काम होता है, तुरंत आ जाएगा। क्यों ऐसा होता है? क्योंकि रुचि नहीं है। इसलिए पहला स्टेप है बी अवेक, पहला ऑस्टेरिटी है। तो हम लोग सोचते हैं प्रभुपाद जी बताए हमेशा कृष्ण का चिंतन करना चाहिए। एक भक्त भी जाके प्रभुपाद जी को पूछा, हम लोग जब सोएंगे तब कैसे भगवान का चिंतन होगा? तो प्रभुपाद जी ने बताया जब आप जागृत हो, इसका चिंतन हो रहा है। हम लोग जब जप करते हैं सो जाते हैं, लेकिन हम लोगों का इच्छा क्या है? सोने के टाइम भी जप होना चाहिए। तो इसलिए हम लोगों को अभ्यास करना चाहिए। तो प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं किधर किधर लिखे 5-6 घंटा पढ़ना चाहिए। ऐसा निर्देश भी हम लोग देखते हैं वेदावेश में, कम से कम 2 घंटा। लेकिन कम से कम तो कुछ होना चाहिए, आधा घंटा, 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट, लेकिन पढ़ना चाहिए। तो क्यों? पढ़ने से क्या होगा? तो नाम करने से तो सब कुछ हो जाएगा। कीर्तनीय सदा हरि। तो प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ पढ़ना क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि प्रभुपाद जी का ग्रंथ पढ़ने से बहुत सारे बेनिफिट हम लोगों को मिलेगा। पहला क्या है? पढ़ना, ग्रंथ को पढ़ना, ये भक्ति का कौन सा अंग है वो जानना चाहिए। नवदा भक्ति हम लोग अभ्यास करते हैं, श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु शरणम पाद सेवनम अर्चनम वंदनम दास्यम सख्यम आत्मनिवेदनम। तो ये नवदा भक्ति जो है, तो जो हम लोग ग्रंथ पढ़ते हैं, कौन सा अंग? मैं सुन रहा था प्रभुपाद जी एक ग्रंथ लिखे नहीं, प्रभुपाद जी एक ग्रंथ बोले हैं, क्योंकि वो डिक्टाफोन में बोलते हैं ना। तो इसीलिए हम लोग जब प्रभुपाद जी के ग्रंथ पढ़ते हैं वो श्रवण हो गया है। प्रभुपाद जी कीर्तन कर रहे हैं और हम लोग सुन रहे हैं। लेकिन जीव गोस्वामी बताते हैं जब हम लोग उच्चारण करके पढ़ते हैं उसको कहते हैं श्रवण। कान से जब हम लोग, बहुत सारे वक्त उच्चारण करके पढ़ते हैं, दे रीड बाय uttering the message in a loud way so that he can hear. That is called श्रवणम। लेकिन बहुत सारे भक्त आंखों से पढ़ते हैं और मन के साथ संबंध बनता है, इसको कहते हैं मननम, एडवांस स्टेज ऑफ हियरिंग। तो इसलिए श्रवण, ग्रंथ को पढ़ना ये श्रवण हो गया। तो पढ़ने से क्या मिलेगा? मैं सोच रहा था, एक भक्त भी बता रहे थे, श्रवण का मतलब, श्रवण कीर्तन का मतलब ग्लोरिफिकेशन ऑफ द सुप्रीम पर्सनालिटी ऑफ गॉड। तो पहला स्टेप है पढ़ने का बेनिफिट क्या है? ग्लोरिफिकेशन। दूसरा स्टेप क्या है? प्यूरिफिकेशन। तीसरा स्टेप क्या है? एब्जॉर्प्शन। चौथा स्टेप क्या है? इमांसिपेशन। तो ये 4 स्टेप्स में हम लोगों का बेनिफिट मिलेगा। तो आप थोड़ा ट्रांसलेशन करोगे? आई स्पीक इन इंग्लिश नाउ लिटिल बिट। कि इधर अंग्रेजी समझ में किसी का दिक्कत होता है क्या? किसी का नहीं। वेलकम टू इस्कॉन ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम। वेरी वेल। तो बीच बीच में मैं अभी थोड़ा अंग्रेजी बोलूंगा क्योंकि प्रभुपाद जी का कुछ बात मैं डायरेक्टली बताना चाहता हूँ। प्रभुपाद स्पोक इन इंग्लिश, तो इसलिए मैं कुछ चीज़ अंग्रेजी में बताने का कोशिश करूंगा। So first step is glorification. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the beginning of Krishna consciousness. So when we read Srila Prabhupada's books, we glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because Srila Prabhupada is speaking, and those who are reading or studying, they are hearing. So glorification. In this world, we like to be glorified. But spiritual world is totally opposite. They want to glorify others. And Mahaprabhu has taught us this principle. Amanina manadena. Don't expect respect, but ready to give respect. But when we get respect, then we expect respect. That is the problem. When we get, we expect. Expectation. And expectations lead to frustrations. Ashahi param dukhyam. And this is the world of expectations. We all expect from others, but we don't think what others are expecting from us. So spiritual life means we have to know what is expected from us. That's why 2 words are used, right and duty. This material world is the world of establishing our rights. Why there is so much fight? Because everyone is right. Right leads to fight. Right or wrong? But I say, that is right? Okay. But I say duty is the real beauty. So if we focus on duty, then right will come as a shadow. But this world, especially in the modern days, people are more concerned about rights. So don't go in that direction, because Mahaprabhu never expected to lead our life based on that principle. Mahaprabhu taught how to give respect. A Kanishta Adhikari Vaishnava gives respect only to 2 personalities, the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the spiritual master. A Madhyamadhikari Vaishnava gives respect to all the Vaishnavas, senior, equal, junior, everyone. And Uttamadhikari Vaishnava gives respect to each and every living entity. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also sings, Sakole Samman Korite Sakoti Dehonatha Jathajata Tabe to Gaibo Harinama Sukhe Aparada Habehat. But how it is possible to give respect to each and every living entity? Process is very simple. Because a pure devotee sees the soul in the body and also sees the super soul in that body. He does not see the body. That is the first spiritual vision. Our spiritual journey begins with the spiritual vision. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini sunichaiva sapakecha pandita samadarshina. How do you know someone is in knowledge? Who sees everyone equally. And we cannot see everyone equally externally. We have to see everyone equally internally. So spiritual vision is the beginning of our spiritual journey. But an advanced devotee, Mahabhagavat, Uttamadhikari, he does not see only the soul in the body, he also sees the Supreme Lord. And where Supreme Lord resides, that place becomes temple. So Mahabhagavat sees the body of every living entity as a walking temple. And that's why he offers obeisances to each and every living entity. That is called spiritual vision. So advancement depends how we are ready to give respect to others and how we are reducing our tendency of expecting respect. That is a parameter of advancement. Some people say, oh, how do I know I am advancing or not? This is one of the very interesting or very powerful parameter to determine the progress in our spiritual life. That's why Prabhupada has made a system wonderfully. What is the system? At the time of initiation, Prabhupada changed the name so that we become Krishna conscious. Name of the Lord. And ending with the title Das. So that we can also understand our position. We should be Krishna conscious. It includes two. To understand Krishna is God. And more important than that, we have to understand we are not God. We are servant of God. So one devotee came to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I forgot my name. अभी भी होता है, भूल जाते हैं. Because forgetfulness is a symptom of material existence. So Prabhupada said, you remember the end of the name, the title of the name? He said, yes, that I remember, Das. Prabhupada said, that's enough. Whether you are Shyamsundar Das or you are Radha Madhav Das or Krishna Balaram Das, you are Das. But Prabhupada also introduced a system to address other devotees as Prabhu. Right? So Shyamsundar Prabhu, not, I'm just hypothetical example I am giving, Krishna Balaram Prabhu, better. Krishna Balaram Prabhu, who was given the name Krishna Balaram Das by his spiritual master, is addressed by other devotees all the time as Krishna Balaram Prabhu. And when he hears same thing again and again, we start believing in that. That is the power of hearing. So Krishna Balaram Das, when he started hearing again and again, Krishna Balaram Prabhu, he started thinking, now, I think I have been promoted from Das to Prabhu. Advancement is taking place in my life. So he started thinking, now I became Krishna Balaram Prabhu. And if you call him, who is speaking? Krishna Balaram Prabhu is speaking. And I also observed in our community also, many people say like that. Who is speaking? Radha Madhav Prabhu is speaking. He forgot that he is Das. Power of hearing. But in ISKCON, everything is Maha. Mahaprasad, Maha Big Book, Maha Harinam. This Prabhu started thinking, what is the big deal to be a Prabhu? Better to become Mahaprabhu. This is the result of expecting respect. Last snare of Maya is that to think I am God. And we should not think it happens only in other schools of spiritual journey. It happens in our journey also. Philosophy is not enough. Practice of philosophy is more important. Lofty philosophy is very wonderful, but if we don't translate that into practice, philosophy will remain only philosophy. So practice is very important. And what is the process of practice? Glorification. Srimad Bhagavatam, every day morning we have Bhagavatam class. What is the meaning of Bhagavatam class? Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and glorification of His pure devotees. So first step in studying Srila Prabhupada's books is glorification. And what is the purpose of glorification? Purification. Sadhaka, practicing devotee, the main goal is to purify. So glorification leads to purification. Time is up, 9 o'clock. No, time is there. This whole day schedule is there. Okay, another 5-10 minutes. So what is the purpose of glorification? Purification. We get purified. So when we get purified, we become absorbed. Absorption. When we are not purified, we get distracted. Distraction. Material attraction leads to distraction. And spiritual attraction leads to absorption. So therefore, we have to study scriptures in a way that we can remain absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada also writes very strongly. That's why you have to use our mind and intelligence, not the body. When we study, we have to engage our mind and intelligence so that we can be absorbed. While Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Srirangam, one Brahmana, a Vaishnava Brahmana, used to read Bhagavad Gita. Every day 18 chapters. Every day. Because he was not so learned, he was making some mistakes in the pronunciation of the slokas. And Srirangam is the place of scholars, and they used to laugh, ridicule. But he was not bothered at all. And it is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Abhishto hoya Gita pore anandita mone. That Brahmana, how he was reading, studying Bhagavad Gita, Abhishto hoya and anandita mone. Two words have been used very wonderfully. Abhishta and anandita. Abhishta means absorption. Completely absorbed in reading Bhagavad Gita. Anandita means he was experiencing the joy or bliss of love of Godhead. Lesson to be learned. Prema comes from absorption. Not that what kind of book we read. Sometimes, Prabhupada has not given enough. We should read some books which is very, very high level. That is also okay, but that is not that principle. It's not that you experience love of Godhead by reading that book. Why this Brahmana, Vaishnava, was experiencing love of Godhead? He was reading Bhagavad Gita. According to our understanding, this is high school study, preliminary study of our spiritual life. But he was experiencing love of Godhead by reading Bhagavad Gita only. So by reading any literature is not the source of experiencing love of Godhead. Absorption is the source of love of Godhead. So he was absorbed. And how he could absorb? He said, Suddha Asuddha Gita Puri Guru Aggamani. He said that I don't know whether I am reading Bhagavad Gita correctly or incorrectly, but I read every day. Why? Guru Aggamani. Because my Guru has told me. That is the secret of success. What kind of book we are reading, that is not the success. Why we are reading, that is most important. And how we are reading, that is the most important. What is not that important. How he was reading? He was completely absorbed, avishta hoya. And why he was reading Bhagavad Gita? Because his guru instructed him. In the same way, we should read Prabhupada's books. Why we should read Prabhupada's books? Prabhupada told us to read his books. Guru Agya. And how we should read? Prabhupada said we should read, study scrutinizingly, attentively, with rapt attention. We should do these services. Abhishta. When we become absorbed, absorb means go deep. When you are in the deep of the ocean, the outside of the ocean, the waves cannot disturb you. In the same way, this material world is like an ocean. And there are all varieties of waves disturb our life. And how we can be aloof? We cannot change the wave. Ocean means waves. But we try to change the waves and waste our lives. We cannot change. If there is no wave, that is not ocean. Right? In the same way, material world means ocean. So there will be ocean with lot of varieties of waves, varieties of problems. And how we can be aloof from those problems, undisturbed, when we go deep into the scriptures. Then I will not be disturbed by the ups and downs of this material world. Then what will be the result? Anandita mane. Then we can experience the bliss of Krishna consciousness, unaffected by the dualities of this material world. And what is the result after that? Emancipation. Prabhupada said, we go back home, back to Godhead. So this is the sequence. So therefore, we have to at least try to glorify. It's not an academic study. The purpose of study is glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and purification of ourselves. If these two things happen in a conscious way, definitely one day we can be absorbed in the study of Srila Prabhupada's books. And when we can become absorbed, then we can achieve the result of devotional service, experiencing the bliss of love of Godhead. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any question or comment? नीचे कोई माइक. Somebody can coordinate the mic.
Absorb our consciousness and go deep in scriptures.
I told, first step, absorption cannot come mechanically. Absorption will come when we are conscious why we are studying the books. If we are conscious that we are studying the books for glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His pure devotees and for our own purification. When we continue our journey in that way, then slowly and gradually we can become absorbed. Absorption is not a mechanical thing to achieve. It's a process. And process begins with glorification and purification. Okay? Any other question?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
One side maybe, this side one volunteer. हाँ.
जैसे महाराज आपने बताया कि जन्म सार्थक करी कर्म उपकार which is logical also because when you realize then you see with confidence, and it also changes people's heart. But on the contrary, when we come in the movement, from the beginning itself, the preaching is more emphasized, and people are more encouraged to preach. And I think that this is not contradictory, because Prabhupada himself started the preaching movement like this. In the beginning years, Prabhupada engaged devotees in all sorts of services and also side by side with practicing. But I think now the questionable scenarios, I think are changing very. So, like how much it should be, what should be the balance? There are devotees on the other hand who say, I will not preach at all, I'll sit down, chant for 10 years, something like maybe some acharyas, and then when I realize that I will preach. So there are also devotees like that. And there are devotees I have heard who sit down in Kusum Sarovar for 12 years, after chanting now they are saying, now I will go out and preach. So like what should be the balance? Should devotees sit down and do some practices, absorb themselves fully, and when we are realized then they should go out, or they should do it side by side, or which one should be emphasized more or less?
Very good question. And people are very confused about preaching also. So there are different levels of preachers. Just like there are different levels of gurus, in the same way there are different levels of preachers. So preacher is like a bird. So there is one kind of bird very limited in the capacity of flying. Maybe one tree to another tree, maybe one branch of the one tree to another branch of the same tree. Limited capacity of flying. There is another kind of bird which can fly from one village to another village, one town to another town. There can be another bird who can fly from one state to another state. Distance is increasing, capacity. Maybe one country to another country, one continent to another continent. There can be a special kind of bird who can fly from one planet to another planet. So in the same way, preachers are also of different categories. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was walking in Mayapur, he said there is the residents of moon have become very conditioned. There is a need of preaching Krishna consciousness in the moon planet. So this kind of preachers, they preach in different parts of the universe. Prabhupada, he preached all over the world. So if you want to become that kind of preacher, then that is a special consideration. And Prabhupada also said, this simple girl, she is also a preacher, because she knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But she should preach that only, na? There can be a teacher in kindergarten school, there can be a teacher in primary school, there can be a teacher in high school, there can be a teacher in higher secondary school, there can be a teacher in the college, there can be a teacher in the university, and there can be teaching also in PhD institutes. So there are different levels of preaching. But problem we have, we think that we are all same. Everybody is preaching. If we know who we are and accordingly preach, that's all right. Just like in a classroom there is a monitor. He is also like a teacher, but he should know he is not supposed to speak. He is supposed to manage the class. He is also part of teaching. We have to understand our capacity. Somebody told Prabhupada that I have an idea. What is idea? Very difficult to get people normally, but a lot of people available in Saturday night club. And we can spend whole night and distribute so many books and preach Krishna consciousness very nicely there. And there is no need of any advertisement. People will come there. What do you think about this idea, Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, idea is very brilliant, but make sure you come back. We should have enthusiasm, but we should also know what is our capacity. So therefore, we have to preach according to our capacity. But these are the principles given. If you are not practicing what you are preaching, preaching will not have any effect. Just like one Mataji came with her son to a sadhu and to tell that please make my son understand not to eat sweets. Then sadhu said, come back after 1 month. Then after 1 month, she went with her son and sadhu said, don't take sweets. Then mother was surprised. You could have said this 1 month before. Why you took 1 month to say this simple sentence? He said, when you came, I was also eating sweets. So how can I tell your son to not to take sweets? I practiced now 1 month, and for last 1 month I did not take any sweet. That's why I can tell him not to take sweets. So this principle cannot be undermined. But different levels of study, different levels of practice will make different levels of riches. But if you want to preach, you must know. If you want to preach Krishna is God, then you have to know that Krishna is God. Otherwise, how you can preach? And if you don't accept Krishna is God, then what's the point of that preaching? That is called achar. If that level of practice is not there, then you are not eligible to preach Krishna consciousness. At that level also, Krishna is God, you are not God, you are servant of God. That is also preaching. So that also needs knowledge, and that also needs practice. Okay? Hare Krishna. Not working? Not unusual? Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you very much for such an amazing practical class and very exposing class. We were laughing and we were also feeling ashamed with it. But yes, a good diagnosis is done, that means half treatment is done. Thank you so much for exposing us, Maharaj. My question, sometimes devotees are conditioned now not to read because it's been now so many years. And sometimes either they don't have sanskar, that's why they are not studying. Those who are academic by nature, they study, but there are devotees who are not academic in nature. That's why they struggle to study, or they were academic, but now it's been 5, 6, 7, 10 years now of not studying. Now that sanskar is there. So how to overcome this sanskar? That is how to break the ice and start studying.
Okay. It's a very common question. Survey also reveals that most of the devotees don't study. So first inspiration that we are not alone. We have a team. So you can do it together. So you are not left alone that you are the only person not studying. Because in Kali Yuga, studying, especially spiritual subject matter, is not so common. Why? Because in order to study, somebody needs to be a Brahmana. Who is qualified to study Shastra? Who is a Brahmana? Janmana jayate Shudra Sangaskarat bhaved dija Veda patat bhaved Vipra Brahma janat iti Brahmana. So by birth we are in ignorance. Shudra word should not be used also. But Shudra, because we don't know what's going on in life. Then we take second birth. And who gives the second birth? Father is spiritual master, mother is Gayatri Mantra. So you get the second birth. And what is the purpose of second birth? He becomes Dija. And what is the purpose of taking second birth? Veda Patat Bhaved Vipra. The purpose of initiation is to study Veda. So those who are Dija and becomes Vipra, they are qualified to study Shastra. And what is the purpose of studying Shastra? Brahma janati ti Brahmana. To know Brahman. That is the purpose of study. So that's why Prabhupada wanted Brahminical culture. So in order to study Shastra, the way you are expressing, that will come when we develop Brahminical qualities. But we are too much into fashion, कुछ करके दिखाना है. जिसको कुछ करके दिखाना है उसके लिए पढ़ना बहुत मुश्किल है. ब्राह्मणा कुछ दिखाने का है नहीं उनका. उन्होंने सब कुछ देख लिया, इसलिए उनको दिखाने का कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं रहता है। तो जब तक दिखाने का टेंडेंसी रहेगा उसको भगवान कभी दिखाई नहीं पड़ेगा। तो जिसको भगवान को देखना है उसको ही भगवत और गीता पढ़ने का रुचि धीरे धीरे उत्पन्न होगा। इसीलिए ब्राह्मणिकल क्वालिटी हैज टू बी डेवलप्ड। एंड हाउ इट कैन इज पॉसिबल? नित्यम भागवत सेवया नष्ट प्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। By hearing Bhagavatam regularly and serving the devotees, most important. For our Narad Muni, he developed the ruchi of hearing Krishna Katha by taking the remnants of the Bhakti Vedantas. This is the power. Chaitanya Bhagavad explains, Bhakta Pada Raj, Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakter Uchchista Tin Sadhanar Bal. Three most potent form of devotional service is Bhakta Pada Raj, the dust from the lotus feet of the pure devotees, the water from the lotus feet of the pure devotees, and beautiful remnants of Mahaprasad from the pure devotees. Very, very powerful. Example is Narad Muni, the most prominent Acharya in our line. He became Narad Muni by this principle. So we have to serve the Vaishnavas. When we serve the Vaishnavas, please the Vaishnavas, then we develop some attraction to study Srila Prabhupada's books. Hare Krishna. And also, we should not wait for that, we have to practice little steps. Even if we don't like, just like Rupa Goswami explains, the holy name is like nectar, it's like a sugar candy. But if someone has jaundice, difficult to taste that sweetness. But what is the process? Test. By taking sugar candy regularly, slowly, slowly jaundice will go away. In the same way, how attraction will come for reading books? By reading books. We have to read. So it can be for small duration, but that should be regular. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nityam has many meanings. Nityam means 24 hours. That is the real meaning. Another meaning is every day. Another meaning once in a week, on Sunday. It's another different kind, once in a year, Janmashtami. That is also Nityam. I come on every Janmashtami. And I study Krishna book on every Janmashtami. That is also Nityam. But real Nityam means constantly, but at least every day. So every day, that should be regular, 15 minutes, half an hour, but that should be done regularly on a particular timing, priority. Just like we have breakfast time, we have lunch time, we have dinner time, in the same way we should have study time. We should not study, if I get time, I will study. That means study is not important in your life. Lunch is very important, that's why we have lunch time. In the same way, if study is important, fix a time, that time, whatever happens, I will study. So I was hearing a lecture by Rukmini Krishna Prabhu. He said that during his busy time, he used to work, that time he thought that I will study 1 hour every day. So he used to do 20 minutes before breakfast, 20 minutes before lunch, and 20 minutes before dinner. 1 hour. So I was very inspired by that example. Hare Krishna. Sorry that I shared your experience without asking your permission. Hare Bol. It's a good experience. Any other question?
Thank you, Maharaj, for your revolutionary class. In my last 13 years of joining Brahmacharya Ashram, in fact, I can say, and everyone would agree that this was something like very revealing and inspirational class. Because basically, mostly people speak about the tips and techniques of reading, but you spoke about the mood and the basic foundation, which is very spiritual. So Maharaj, like we are preaching at present, so we automatically feel inspired because we have to speak and we have to give classes. But or anyone who is having a Brahmanical inclination will do it automatically. But it's very difficult to inspire reading individually because it's not accounted. Just like we have a japa circle, no ISKCON ideally has a study circle. Only sincere devotees come together and they develop a study circle because it's not mandatory in ISKCON. So somehow the reading is not noticed. So it's very difficult to inspire those who are serving in a different kitchen department or this department or that department because preachers are very few in the temple, frontal preachers. So they hardly read, and that in return actually creates a lot of problem to the management because as you said, reading is very critical just like chanting. So how to inspire those people who are not preacher, not having Brahmanical inclination, and inspire them that reading is must and involve them in some sort of group studies or something like that, just for the Nityam Bhagavad Gita with that concept.
So inspiration will come when the leader does it. That is the secret. If I say reading is important, then I have to practice that first. There is no automatic or some easy way. If Srimad Bhagavatam is important hearing, then everybody should hear that, including the leader of that community or temple. So that inspires others to follow. But if you only say give class, only giving class is not enough. We have spoken enough. That's why it is said that actions speak louder than voice. I think ISKCON has to go to a different level. They should start learning speaking less. Do more. A leader is a reader. Prabhupada said that every day we should learn something. And if someone stops learning, he is a dead person. The symptom of life is that he is learning. Prabhupada he used to say, I am also learning now. So, and spiritual life is always a beginning. We think, I know enough. I have studied Bhagavad Gita so many times. So my Guru Maharaj says that before he took initiation, he read Bhagavad Gita 10 times. I don't know how many of us read like that, but we think we have read enough. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, I think he said, in order to preach the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, he should study Chaitanya Bhagavat at least 100 times. By hearing that, we enter into different mode. And I heard some senior leaders, some Prabhupada's disciples read Chaitanya Charitamrita 50 times, 60 times. And I also know personally one sannyasi, he can, I think, memorize the whole, many chapters of Krishna book. As it is, they can speak Prabhupada's words. So there is nothing that I have read enough, I have heard enough, there is nothing like that. And another symptom of real reading is that whenever you read sincerely, different meanings will come. Because Krishna is unlimited, in the same way, scriptures are also unlimited. Just like Janma Dasya, first verse of Bhagavatam. What is the meaning of Janma Dasya? Krishna is the source of creation, destruction, annihilation. But how Jiva Goswami explains? Krishna took birth in Mathura. So this is unlimited ocean in Shastra. Each and every word can lead perfection in our life if we study properly. So we have to go deep into the Shastra. But at least we should practice, and we said that how to inspire. Inspiration will come when we set the example. But some tips are also good, just like I gave the tips of Rukmini Krishna Prabhu gave. There can be other tips also. You should read when you are fresh, read in the morning. There are many tips. So that tips also are very useful. But unless we are spiritually inspired, that tips will not work in long term. These are superficial things, but that's also useful because we are not at that platform. But these tips are also very, very useful. Just like studying together is very, very important. When you chant together, we get inspiration as a sadhaka. So we study together. We have many. I have seen many study groups are there. Online study group, on-site study group, Brahmachari ashram study groups. We can study in groups. Then we get inspiration. And also, if you study, one of my mentors told me, if you study to speak, then it becomes very interesting. If you study for the purpose of speaking, then you will be very focused in your study. And if you speak again and again, that will really sink in your system. Some people ask me, Maharaj, you speak for hours and hours, I never see that any notes in front of you. How? I said, my notes are there, but I don't bring because I spoke so many times, so I don't need any notes. So that's why we have to repeat. Repetition. Vedic knowledge comes by repetition. So in order to have some inclination, repetition. Same thing again. Whatever you like, read that part of Bhagavatam also. Because if you give all 12 cantos, very difficult. I have seen nobody can cross the first volume of Chaitanya Charitamrita because that is so philosophical. He said, Maharaj, I get stuck in the first book only. He said, start from the second. And they did that. So they completed the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita, then came back to the first. Because the first part is so philosophical. In that way, different tips can be applied. Hare Krishna. I think people are waiting for the next service. Hare Krishna.
So let us all thank
For that, we have a lot of inspiration. The next service is very inspirational. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj, for such a wonderful sermon. So let us all thank Maharaj.